Hey y'all, welcome on back. My name is Alex with the Creative Llama, and if you see that red live box right there, that means I'm live. But if you don't see it, that just means you are catching the replay. So if you are catching the replay, just put hashtag replay. We have some painting we gotta do. So we're just gonna paint our door tag. So our keyword tonight is lamb, Lamb. And when you comment that keyword, you will get sent a message with all the stuff I'm using, okay? So we're gonna use this door tag, we're gonna paint this white, and then we're actually gonna add a cutout on top of it and a pattern. So I think this is gonna turn out absolutely adorable. Hello, hi y'all, happy Monday? Is it Monday? Y'all, what day is it? It's Monday, right? Oh my goodness, I don't even know what day it is. It's Monday, y'all. Hi, hello. All right, so let's get this painted on here. We're gonna use our bright white chalk paste to paint, but you can use whatever you would like. Use whatever paint you want. I just already have the chalk paste in front of me, so that is what we're gonna use. Now, I'm not gonna worry about this being completely covered like I normally am, because we're just gonna put a pattern right on top of it. So if it's not perfect or like, you know, nice and bright or solid, that's okay with me. But if you want it to be completely solid white, you might have to do 2 or 3 coats of paint to get it nice and solid, okay? Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get this on here and then we can start drying and then I'll catch up on comments. But our keyword is lamb, Lamb, and that will get you all of the info, and let's dry. Hello. All right. Hello, y'all. Hi, Melissa. I see a comment. Hold on. Let me refresh this. Hi, guys. There you go. Hi, Michelle. Y'all, if you ordered the bunny tag kit and it's been paid for, those will be shipping out tomorrow. And if you're like, girl, what are you talking about? Go to my VIP group. I have an exclusive kit over in there for you, and I think I only have like 5 left. So, hi guys, look at all my friends hopping on. Hello, hi Tammy, hi Kathy, hello Miss Darlene, hi Barbara, hi Janice. I was wondering what to do with that lamb and goose. Well, girl, that's what we're gonna do. That is what we are going to do. So hopefully this will give you kind of an idea of what you want to do. So we're gonna get that on here. And we're gonna get this nice and painted. And then we are gonna add a pattern, but we gotta get this completely dry. Hi, Melinda. So, just trying to cover up what I can, but we're gonna add a pattern. So here's my question. So we're gonna put the lamb cutout on top of this. So which pattern should we use? Should we use the plaid, the dots, the stripes, or I don't know, the pattern? So plaid, dots, stripes, or other. Y'all let me know what we should do as the background while we dry. Having knee surgery next week. Oh no, Miss Christine. Hi Pam. Hi Miss Louise, the 4th. Hi Shauna, the stripe. Y'all let me know. Hi Karma. You like the other. The other. I was like, what's the other? I forgot that I made that an option. Other. Plaid. Oh no, if you're commenting the word plaid, I'm so sorry. You're not supposed to be getting that message. I apologize. Y'all are saying other. We could do the other. That is not what I expected y'all to say. All right, so here's my door tag. Painted that white. Let's clean this up. Okay. Well, I guess other it is. That is not what I expected for y'all to vote for. I thought y'all were gonna go with the plaid. So if you commented the word plaid, I'm sorry if you got a message. I guess I forgot to turn that off so you wouldn't get another project message. All right, so y'all are saying other, right? So here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to take Storm and white. And I'm going to mix up the color because I want, you didn't get a message. Did you comment the word lamb? If you've already commented the keyword, it won't send you another message for a keyword. I don't know if that makes any sense. You can only get one message per like post. So if you had previously commented the word lamb, you wouldn't get the second message. Okay, so I'm like scraping the bottom of my jar, y'all. We are at the very end of this storm jar. I'm trying to hold on to my jars because I want to mix some colors that we use often into these jars. I just got to clean them out. You're welcome. No problem. All right, so there's the color Storm. That's probably way too much, but like I said, we're at the end of it. Let me add a little bit of water. Let me put that over here before, you know, your girl gets a little messy and, you know, thank you. Gets a little messy and makes a huge mess. Because y'all know me, I will make a mess, even if there's not really a mess to be made. Hi, Francis. Y'all, what is the weather like where you're at? It is beautiful here. Well, not beautiful, but it's warm and kind of overcast here in San Antonio. But I will take the warm weather, warm-ish weather. I'm not ready for it to be, you know, 105 with 98% humidity. Okay, so I got my Storm in there. I'm going to take a little bit of white and I'm going to mix this in because I want this to be a lighter gray for the background. Beautiful. Ooh, 60. Hi, Miss D. Y'all, Miss D signed up to be a Perks member just not too long ago. So if you don't know anything about becoming a Perks member, Perks members can save 30% off of all chalk product all the time for $20 a month. And then you do get $20 back every single month in product credit. So if you are not a Perks member, you need to be. All right, we're going to add a little bit more white. And I want this to be really, really light. So fun to catch you. I don't get messages when you, ooh, try this, Miss Lisa. Comment ! Notify. If you comment this, Facebook will send out a message when I go live. I've had to switch my like messaging system just because Facebook doesn't like my other one. And so, you know, we got to do what Facebook likes. Today was, yay, I know Miss Sandra. Miss Sandra also signed up to be a Perks member. Y'all, I'm almost to my goal. I need 5 more Perks members to hit my goal for the month. So if you have been considering it, just comment the word lamb and the link is in there. Hi, Karen. Lisa, I need to change that picture. Try it in lowercase letters. Try it in the word notify. Oh, no, it worked. Never mind. It did. It says I already signed up. Okay. Well, I don't know what's going on. You didn't get a message via Facebook? All right. I want to add more because I want it to be really, really light. So I probably need to not be so shy with the white, and let's just get in there and let's just add. So I'm lightening up the Storm color because I want it to be a really nice light gray. And we are trying to decide which pattern to use, okay? So right now the winner is this one. So this is the other, this is the stripe, this is the dots, this is the plaid. Let me know which one you're thinking about. Hey, Rachel. Hi, Melanie. All right. I think we're good. I think that's pretty light. I might want to do a little bit lighter. So I'm going to add a little bit more white, and I think we should be good with this. Stripes. Oh, we might have a tie. All right. Mixing this up. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's the kind of gray that I'm looking for. So let me show you all the difference really quickly. So this is the color that we mixed up. This is the gray that it starts with. So this is the color Storm, and I just mixed in some bright white into that Storm to just lighten it up. Plaid, stripes or plaid. Is there a time frame on keeping the new deal in case I don't like it? No, if you sign up as a Perks member and you decide, you know what, Alex, it's not for me, I just want to stick with the club, and I like that, you can cancel. There's not a time commitment. Okay, let's bring this back out. Let's wax it. And then we are going, you like the lighter one? Yeah. We used to have a light gray, kind of this color called Greige, but they retired it and they kept Storm. So that is a kind of little tip if you want to kind of lighten up your colors, use white. That will help you. Plaid, stripes. Okay. I don't know, y'all. I'm going to give y'all two choices. I narrowed it down. Hi, I know, Miss Sharon. Are you signed up for notifications, my friend? Hi, Joyce. Okay. It's between these two top ones. So do we want number 1 or number 2? The stripes or the other? Number 1 or number 2? What are y'all thinking? Now, here's the thing, is we are going to have to connect these. So we kind of have to keep that in mind. Number 1, ooh, hold up. Where'd my mouse go? 1, 2, 2. Let's see. Ooh, y'all. Hi, Colleen. Ooh, yes, dear, but I don't know what. Oh, no. Okay, let's go with, because we're going to put the lamb on top. Oh, y'all are making it difficult. It's like, I feel like it's like neck and neck. Okay, so I guess it's going to be my decision. I feel like this would be easier. So I think this would look good, but I think it's going to be a little difficult to connect because of all the fine parts. Do half and half. Can you explain the perks? Perks again. Yes, Michelle, just give me 1 second. All right, we're going to go with the stripes only because I really like this pattern, only because I am going to have to connect it on here and the stripes are going to be much easier. But you can connect the other one. It's just going to be way more difficult. So let's keep it easy and let's fuzz. Okay, so Perks member, real quick. You can sign up to be a Perks member, okay? It's different than Club, but as a Perks member, you sign up and it's $20 every month, okay? But each month, you get $20 back in products credit. So you get $20 in credit to use on product. But you get 30% off of all the product on the website. You also, you don't have to sell. You don't have to be a designer. You don't have to hit a quota. You don't have to hit a minimum, but you also get to join a Facebook group, which I need to send to all my current Perks members. You also get to join a Facebook group that has full of inspiration. It used to be our old designer group, but they switched that to include Perks members. So there's tons of inspiration in there, and I always go in there, y'all, and try to get ideas. So that's just the gist of it. So it's $20 a month. You get 30% off all the time. I do have added perks, like if you sign up as a Perks member with me. But that is just kind of the gist of it. You get 30% off all the time. All right. So here's what we have. We're going to go in. Y'all, I really hope I mixed up enough paste, because if not, we might have a problem because I don't have any more Storm in here. So we're going to go across this. But that's pretty much it, Michelle. It's just $20 a month. You get the $20 back in product credit to use towards a purchase. And then you also get 30% off of everything. Now, I am having a cutout sale on Sunday, which is going to be a big cutout sale. And all my Perks members will get 20% off their entire order on the cutouts. So there is that. Another special perk that I'm giving to my Perks members. So you will get 20% off your entire cutout order on that sale. All right, y'all, that was like the perfect amount of paste, but we still have to connect. So I'm going to pick up all that extra paste that's sitting on top, And I'm gonna put this back into my little cup and we're gonna peel this off. So you pay $20 and get, yep, exactly, Miss Trudy. Ooh, yum, Miss Jan. Okay, now that's still darker than what I wanted. So we might have to sand this down a little bit because I didn't want it to be that dark. I did not want it to be that dark. So I probably should have added way more white, but we're gonna keep it. Let's clean the transfer and let's dry what we've done, and then we'll connect it. Yay, Michelle, that makes me so happy. That makes me so happy. I love doing the cutout sales, but they were a little much every week for me, so we switched it to every other week, or just twice a month, really. So be on the lookout for events. If you comment the word lamb, the last link in the message is to RSVP. And if you RSVP, you should get a notification that I'm live when it starts on Sunday. But you can also shop the replay for a couple of days. So if you can't make it on Sunday, that's totally fine. The replay will be there for you. All right. Let's dry this off. Okay. That looks good. We're going to pull this over here. Let's dry it. Thank you. How do you get your craft done so quickly? When I recreate your project, it takes me at least hours, if not longer. Miss Karen, girl, it takes me forever sometimes too. But you also have to remember, I do this, I craft and do a live daily. And so I kind of have a system in my head of the way I work. So just keep playing with like your system and figure out what works for you. But that's okay if it takes you a while. Take a break and come back to it. All right, we're gonna make sure that this is dry. We're gonna connect it, okay? So I gotta see right here. So we are gonna connect it up here, and then we're gonna clean it again. But this will line right back up. That looks good. Yep. And let's do, ooh, y'all, we might be on the struggle bus for the pace, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna wait and see. We're gonna do the lamb and put it on top and see if we need to sand this down a little bit so it's not so dark. I thought by adding the white, as much white as I did, it would lighten it up, but it's not as light as I wanted it. So definitely add, it's almost like I should have started with the white and added a little bit of gray to it and done it. I should have done it the other way, that way. All right, pick all that up, put it back into my cup. Let's lift. Bam, y'all, look at that. It's like, it was a forever pattern, like a much larger pattern, a much larger transfer. So just take your time when connecting. We're gonna clean it again. My day is going good. How are you, Miss Christiana? I craft with my girlfriend and she and I can take hours to get something done because, oh, I know what you mean. I wish I had a crafting buddy. You know, somebody who lived here that I could craft with and get together with, but that's okay. I have y'all. I've got y'all. Y'all are my crafting buddies, you know, whether you like it or not. All right, let's wipe all this up. We're gonna turn it over. Let's clean this. Okay, now you don't have to clean your transfer every time in between, but personally, I find it a lot easier to line up when it's clean, okay? That is an option. Hi, Tammy. Yay! You're so welcome. Thank you for ordering through me, Miss Tammy. I so appreciate it. That's just my small way of saying thank you and giving back. So, and I think that's something I'm going to start doing with every launch. There's like little giveaways like that. If you move to Tennessee, you would love to craft with me. Girl, I would love to move to Tennessee. I would love that. All right, we're gonna fuzz this and we're gonna do the same thing, y'all. We're gonna connect and we're gonna talk, but we're gonna fuzz it. But you know what? I just realized, let's make sure it's dry, okay? If my daughter would have been able to get stationed in San Antonio, I would have been knocking at your door to craft with you sometime. Oh, Michelle, I would have loved that. Sorry, Tammy, if you got a message. That wasn't meant. I need to go through my messages and delete some of them because when y'all comment certain words, if I haven't connected it to a certain live, you get sent the message. So I need to go through and get rid of a lot of them. All right, what are we thinking? Am I fuzzy? It's not. It's the same size, I promise. It just probably looks bigger on camera. I promise. It's a normal size. It's the normal size. All right, so, and it's probably just the angle of my camera. So we're gonna connect over here. Now here's the thing. I'm trying to see. I'm just gonna do this. Oh no, that does connect. Yep. Now this is a little bit harder to line up. But we're gonna do our best. So this does connect on this side. It's just gonna be a little bit more tedious to line it up because it is such a thin line. And my transfer doesn't want to move, it keeps moving. Okay, there we go. Let's do this. Thanks, y'all. You're loving the stripes. Do you think it's too dark? I'm wondering if it's a little too dark. And I am gonna clean my transfer, y'all. Just because I don't want to run the risk of transferring the color up top. Okay, so there's that. We got one little, is your buy three get one free still going on? Sorry, no, that's okay, Miss Diane. It is not still going on. It ended yesterday, but I'm considering doing like a fun little sale every other week, the weeks that I don't have live sales. I'm doing like a fun sale over there on my page for y'all if you want to stock up on stuff that's not in the live sale or anything like that. I don't know what y'all think about that. So like the weekends that I'm not doing a live sale, I probably will offer some sort of discount or sale on my website. Y'all let me know if y'all like that idea. Or if it's just, we're good. All right, let's dry. And then we got this last little section, and then we're gonna do the lamb. My next live sale is on Sunday, Miss Patty. Sorry that you just got a message. Like I was saying, I need to go through and clean up my keywords. You're welcome. Yes, it's on Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you RSVP to the event, Facebook will show you in the correct time for your time zone. So the RSVP link is in the message when you comment the word lamb, or just go to my page and it is pinned at the top, like on my business page. So there is that. All right, let's do this last little section and then we are pretty much done with this. That's okay, Miss Marcy. I hope you enjoy your cruise. That's going to be so fun. I'm so jealous. I shouldn't say that because I just got back from Jamaica. You know, I'm pretty lucky to go there. All right. I'm doing my best to line this up, but it looks funny, but I think that's right. Okay. We're going to do this last little part and then we're done. Okay. Voila. Look at that. Hi, Lee. How are you, my beautiful friend? All right, let's set this to the side. Let's clean this last little section really quickly, and we'll put it back on a backer, and then we'll do the lamb, and then we'll kind of figure out the background because I'm not loving how dark that is. Thanks, y'all. I really like it. I really like it. I didn't think the stripes was gonna look good. I was hesitant. Not that they wouldn't look good. I was hesitant, but I really like how those turned out. So this transfer is $33, but Perks members, remember, you get your 30% off of that. So you get to save quite a bit of money. You think the gray looks okay? We're gonna do the lamb and then we'll see. So this is the other transfer we're gonna use. It doesn't look dark on camera. Okay. I feel like it looks dark, but you know, to each their own. Okay, so this one is called the Lamb and Goose. This one does have chockable shapes, and we are going to use one of them. We're going to use the lamb. Okay, I'm going to pull that out. I'm going to throw this away because I don't like to keep those. And I am going to take my transfer trimmers, and I am just going to follow the line. But y'all, this little transfer comes with bunny ears, a bow, all sorts of things. So I think this would be so cute for a shirt or a bag. You could even make like a Easter basket with these, or Easter like bag. So many ideas. All right, we gotta do this little part. All right, and let's take this off. And we are going to fuzz this transfer. Okay, so this is a brand new transfer. We're gonna fuzz it quite a bit because we are gonna put it on a chockable shape. So the really neat thing about chockable shapes is that if you mess it up, you can wipe it off and do it again. Unlike like a traditional wood cutout, you can just wipe off the chalk paste and do it again. So that's one reason why I do like the chalk shapes. Okay, you could even sand down. If you want to paint them, you could even sand the white down just to make it smooth and then paint over the white part. But you wouldn't be a chalkboard anymore. So just a little idea for y'all. Okay, let's pull this over here. Let me find my chockable shape. So it does come with the goose and the lamb. If I can get it open. You know, I gotta be smarter than the packaging. Oh my gosh. Okay. Open this up. Y'all, these are so stinking cute. I love these. I'm wondering, I'm kind of thinking maybe to sand down the edges of the lamb or leave it. Should we sand or leave? So we are going to do the first layer. Hold on, I'm thinking leave it. Are you going to do the egg wreath? I am not doing the egg wreath. No, ma'am. The egg wreath kit, I am not doing that one. Leave it. Love those, I know. So here's my dilemma, y'all. I'm thinking doing the first layer in Dune, then going in and adding, like, coloring in. Yeah. Okay. I'm just thinking out loud here. All right, so I'm going to go in with Dune. I did not include this in the supply list because I wasn't planning on doing this, but I think this is going to look good. So we're going to go over this in Dune. We're going to dry it, and then we're going to paint in some of the parts to give it a little bit more detail, okay? So I like to do my outline in Dune. That way, if I'm painting it, because if I were to do it in black, I'd be afraid that I would smudge the black, and y'all know black gets everywhere. So we are going to do this in Dune first, like so. We're gonna pull this off. Okay, so there's our cute little lamb. Okay. I'm going to set the lamb over to the side to dry. Let's clean this really quickly. Y'all, there are a lot of moving parts for this project. I didn't expect that, but we're almost done. I promise. This is the last chalking part. And then, well, no, it's not, because we got to go over the lamb one more time. I lied. I'm sorry. Thank you. Okay, so tell me, do y'all decorate for Easter? Are y'all big Easter decorators? Or do you decorate, I think I've asked y'all this before, or do y'all like to decorate more for spring? Which do you prefer? Or do you decorate for both? Hi, Yvonne. We are doing a lamb door tag. Spring, both. Spring. This kind of fits, I would say, spring and Easter, both. Not a big decorator for Easter, but do for spring, yeah. Yes, I'm excited to do my, yay! That's so exciting, Michelle. I love that. Okay. I'm looking for, hi, Lorraine. Okay, let me grab my paintbrushes that are over here. Okay, and we are going to go in. I'm just going to use what we left over here to do kind of the bottom parts of the lamb, but now I'm kind of second guessing this. I do both. You have St. Patrick's Day out. I love that. Okay, we're gonna see how this looks. This may not turn out to be cute, but we're gonna try it. Okay, so I'm just gonna paint kind of where, should we just paint the whole dang thing? Or just kind of the detailed parts? I don't know how this is gonna turn out, y'all. This might look funny. That's why I like the chalkable shapes for when we're trying out new things, because then if it looks funny, we can just wipe it off and redo it. I don't know, y'all. We're gonna see how this looks. But I'm kind of just, I don't know. I'm already second guessing my decision, y'all. I am not sure about this. I think I may have messed this up. What was I thinking? I know, we're going to see. We're going to go over it in black and we're going to see. We're going to see. Now, the pictures that I've seen, people did it this way. And I don't know if like I'm doing something wrong. Probably. I'm probably doing something wrong, but we're going to try it out. You're like, girl, put down the paintbrush. Stop doing what you're doing. We're going to see. We might do it, y'all, and we might be like, that is the ugliest thing ever. But we're going to try it. Yeah, exactly, Michelle. Let's see. So this is what I saw. Then like painting like the bottom part of the lamb. I don't know. And my bodyguards are barking again. Boom, Tucker, it's okay. All right. Let's see, y'all. Y'all might be like, this is the funkiest looking thing ever. Boom, stop it. He's mad at me, y'all, because he wants to eat. But Boone is now getting sick in a different way. And I've cleaned up his mess a couple of times the last couple of days. Okay, it turns out. So, Miss Sharon, did I paint it like I'm supposed to? But yeah, Boone is now sick in different ways. So he's mad at me because I'm not feeding him for a little while so hopefully his tummy can settle, because I really don't want to clean up after this dog again. Okay. So Miss Sharon said I'm doing it the right way. So we'll see. Okay. This is going to be the hardest part, is lining this up. To where Boone. No, sir. Okay, give me a second, y'all. Oh my goodness. Come on. Boone. I know. He cannot catch a break, but he is prone to like making himself sick, I guess, if you will. Eating, things he shouldn't, just in the backyard. So I'm going to give it a day or two to see if it subsides, but he cannot catch a break. Okay, this is much harder to line up than what I expected. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's close enough. So let's get out the black right here. Let's get out our black. Fix him white rice. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, Miss Lee. I'm going to fix him some rice and some chicken. And hopefully that will settle his stomach, because I don't want to pick up after him again. I know. Okay. Miss Sharon said we're doing this correctly. So if it doesn't turn out, it's Miss Sharon's fault. Just joking. It's not your fault, Miss Sharon. I'm just playing with you. All right. We're going to go over this. And I'm using black. You can use whatever color you want. I think Storm would look pretty had we not painted, the belly of the lamb in gray. You do you. Get that covered. All right, I'm going to go through, pick up all that extra paste. And y'all know black gets everywhere. How big is he? He's like 60 pounds. Okay, I don't hate it. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Hold on. I don't know. I think it looks kind of funny. What do y'all think? I'm not quite sure. I might have painted up too high. Oh, Lord, y'all. It's always something. No, the lamb. Oh, my bad. He's not bigger than a 10 by 12, a 10 by 12 door tag. All right, let's spray this. Looks good. Now, okay. Miss Pam is like, it's ugly, girl. I love it. Miss Pam is telling me her truth, and I appreciate her honesty. It looks like shadows. Well, that's kind of the point I was going for, but I don't know if I really achieved it, but we're going to keep it. I don't think I achieved it. That's another thing I need to practice now. It looks huge. I think it's the camera angle. Like Miss Barbara says, she thought my fuzzing cloth looked a lot bigger, but it's the normal size. Okay. We'll see, y'all. We'll put it on there and we'll see what we think. I think I went up too high with the color. Had I not added so much, it might have looked better. Girl, I don't sugar. I love it. I like y'all's honesty. Because y'all, sometimes I look at a project, I'm like, that is ugly. Like, what was I thinking when I was making that? So, I appreciate honesty. No shame. And you know what? The way sometimes when I make stuff, it may not be for you, and that's okay. That is totally fine. All right, we're going to clean this off and we'll dry it off. Hi, Linda. Hi, Rhonda. Let's dry this off, y'all. I'm going through. I love the little lamb, cute as a button. Never seen a lamb colored like that. Yeah. I don't know, Miss Pam. I was trying something. I don't know if I achieved it or not. Some people think I did. Some people think I didn't. So that's okay. I love to come on here and try things with y'all and show y'all the real. And you know what? Sometimes when we do projects, they just don't turn out. Now you won't listen to me anymore. That's not true, Miss Sharon. I was just joking. Try again. Exactly. You know what? And sometimes crafts just don't turn out the way that you want them to. And we're not going to cry about it because it's okay. I need to clean that a little bit better, but that is pretty much done. Well, Julie says she thinks it looks fine. I think it looks a little funky, but we're going to keep it. We are making a lamb, every day for me. We were making a lamb door tag. You know what, y'all? It's okay. If you don't like it, guess what? Now you know I don't need to try that because it doesn't look good. Or if you love it, you're like, I got to try that. It doesn't look bad. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. All right, let's get this dry, and then now I'm going to turn on my hot glue gun, and let's check out what this looks like on the striped pattern, okay? But before I do that, and I get black all over something. Hi, Melissa. You like it? You like it? Okay, well, there you go. That's okay. Sometimes y'all like crafts way more than I do. Like the way that they turn out. Like inside, I'm like, I don't love it. It might be too much gray. Now, we are going to add some flowers. We're not adding a gray. I think I pivot often. Usually my fault because same here, Miss Pam. Same here. Sometimes I'm in such a rush on my lives, and I'm really trying to be better about not rushing myself on my lives. Y'all think it's too much gray? A bow. So I pulled flowers. We're going to add some greenery, but I was thinking we could add this because I don't have like a good blue. You could use a sponge and paint white if you need to. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think it's just a lot. It's a lot of gray. I was thinking of adding a little bow to his neck. Now I see what you meant about the stripes being a little too dark. Maybe the same. Yeah. Oh, what the heck? Okay. I think it's a lot. Okay, so should we sand it down? Y'all are helping me with this project tonight. Should we sand down the stripes, right? Or should we like sponge brush, like what Melissa was saying, like sponge some white on top of it to tone it down? What do you think? Color. Hi, Ashley. I was expecting my gray. So if you're just popping on, I was expecting the gray to be a lot lighter than it was. I don't, Miss Lorraine. I went through my ribbon. My ribbon's kind of all over the place. That was kind of what I wanted. But I couldn't find a ribbon that matched one of those colors. Sand it, sponge paint on the stripes, and maybe a little on the gray and the lamb. Sand. I like the board. So Miss Rhonda likes it the way that it is. I'm thinking sand. I'm thinking tone down the lamb. Ooh, we could do that. We could do that too. Because I think, like I said, the gray turned out way darker than what I was thinking. So here's some options. So if you like it the way that it is, awesome. Keep it like that. But I personally think it's a lot of gray going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand. But Miss Melissa offered a great other choice or other suggestion is to take a sponge, like a makeup sponge, and just dab some white on top, and that might tone down the gray too. Sand and tone down the lamb. Yeah, for the lamb, oh, I'm loving, sorry if you are getting messages that you're not supposed to. Okay. Sorry if this sounds, if you don't like this sound. Sand, yeah. Hi, Sandy. Miss Sandy liked it too. That's okay. I'm here to try new things, so we'll see. And see if this will sand it down. Thank you for sprinkling, Miss Sandy. I really appreciate it. Y'all, do me a huge favor. Hit the heart button. Sprinkle the video if you can. And comment the word lamb. And be sure to read that whole message because there is some good info. There's an RSVP link for my live sale on Sunday. You like the sanding, yeah. Okay. Let me see. Let's see. See if I can sand, like, brush off some of this. Yeah. Brush off some of this dust. I don't feel like it toned down a whole lot. I still feel like it's pretty, I mean, that's better. Let's see. We're trying to fix it, y'all. We're trying. The only problem is to tame this, I have to go on top of the black. I did not make my shirt. No, ma'am. I did not. Okay. I'm going to go on top. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. We might have to. Okay, that's not bad. Let me. I don't know. Does that look lighter? It looks kind of funky. Sponge a little white on the shaded area. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to do. Ooh, who said, let's see. I think Dune with Storm mix would be a good color. Yes, I almost did that too, Marcy. Alex, I tried to order when you had your cutout on sale, but couldn't to go through. What am I doing wrong? I'm not sure, Miss Linda. Dilute it with water. I'm loving all these suggestions. Thank you for your help, y'all. The only problem is I'm not loving this. Look at it. It looks like it's got like some sort of disease. It's not working, y'all. I think we might need to start over on the lamb and just nix the coloring in. Miss Sharon is loving this. Girl, I'm glad somebody is. Does that look funny? I feel like it looks funny. Y'all tell me the truth. Yeah, Miss Jan's like, I'd start over. Maybe we just, okay, we're going to start over. Just wash it off and start new. Yeah. Mandy thinks it looks good. Can you blend it a little bit beside dabbing? The only problem with that is I'm trying not to cover up the black that I put on there because that's kind of the detail. So we're going to start over. Sorry, y'all. Go further down the legs. We're just going to start over because your girl made a giant mess out of it. So this is the great thing about chockable shapes, y'all. If you mess it up, you can wipe it off and start over. Yeah, see, y'all like, girl, don't do it. Just start over. So we're going to start over and we're just going to do black and we're not going to attempt any of the shading. We're not going to attempt the shading. I think I liked it, but we saw how it, the first one turned out. So I appreciate y'all being here. Let's pick a winner. We're going to do a surprise giveaway, okay? So we will still do a giveaway at the end of my live, but we're going to do a surprise giveaway. I'm going to pick someone from the comments to win a mystery cutout from me, just as a small thank you for staying here, hanging out with me. and commenting and all of that. Because y'all, I did not intend for this project to take forever. Hi, Bambi. Miss Dolores, it's okay. I messed up my chalk shape, so we're starting it over. We're starting it over. Hi, Robin. Okay. Keep commenting. I'm going to pick someone from the comments. You know what? Let's do this. Tell me in the comments where you're from, where you're watching from. And then I will pick someone who comments and responds. I know, Miss Mandy, I'm really trying to be better about not rushing myself. You know, because I get in such like, I need to hurry and get on and get off and get on and get off. Because, you know, y'all have lives, which y'all do. But sometimes I feel like when I rush myself, it doesn't make the live fun. You know what I mean? So we got Florida, Nebraska, Louisiana, Mississippi, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Maine. Oh my goodness. Tularosa, New Mexico, Lakewood, Washington. Hi, Tracy. Indiana. Ooh, y'all, keep commenting. If you are watching, let me know where you're watching from. Converse, Texas. Miss D is real close to me. She used to live like, I think like less than 10 minutes from me before I moved. Yeah, exactly. Now I've showed everybody how to start over. We used to go fishing in Sebastian, Florida when I was little, Pennsylvania, California. All right. I'm going to put this on here and then I'm going to pick a winner, okay? In Florida, 3 miles. Yeah, so less than 10 minutes. She was super, super close to me. It was great because she could come pick up her orders off my porch from Florida. Lots of people from Florida. I'm loving it. Okay. Hold up, y'all. Oh my goodness. I just keep making a mess. And look at the back of my lamb. It's okay. It's okay. Let's dry this off. I'm not even going to worry. Oh, I will. Let me just wipe it up. We're going to glue it down anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Thank you, Miss Dolores. All right. So we're going to just do this in black. You could do it in gray, but we're going to do it in black because we got a lot of gray going on. Okay. So, second time's a charm. I know, Miss Diane. All right, let's pick a winner. 1, 2, 3. Miss Frances Cogshell. We're going to pick 2 people. Frances Cogshell, you are winner number 1. And let's see. Hold on. Let me start over. Where is it? So, Frances Cogshell, 1, 2, 3. And Miss Karen Davis. Frances Cogshell and Karen Davis, please send a message to my page or a personal message if we're friends on Facebook. And I will get your giveaway sent out on Friday. I did a second surprise, but we will still do a giveaway at the end. So don't go anywhere. There's still another opportunity to win. And y'all, I literally just scrolled and wherever my cursor stopped is the name that I called. Okay. Y'all are so sweet. I love that y'all are so encouraging of each other. That makes me happy. All right. Round 2, right? Y'all, I have also been known to I was going to say screw it up, but mess it up a second time and had to go for a 3rd round. So, but I don't think that's going to be the case because this is just going to be a cute little lamb and a black outline. That looks so much better. I personally like this so much better than the shading. I think I went too high up with the shading and my color was way too dark. I should have lightened up that gray even more. It does, doesn't it? I think that looks a lot better. Yes. I want to practice on the shading again because I do think it'd be really pretty. I just think my color was way too dark and it looked funky. Thanks, Robin. Now, I can't take complete credit for this because I got this idea from another designer in our design studio. Or, yeah. Or is it design studio? Yeah. So you get to join that group when you're a Perks member, and so that offers a lot of inspo. So this did come from, this idea started with a different design, started with a designer, but we kind of made it our own. There's security. Sorry, y'all. They're a lot better than they were yesterday. They barked like the entire live yesterday. Do you buy? I should. I have a huge box. I know y'all can't see it, but there's a big box of baby wipes down there. I think it has like 12 packs. I just go through them. I do go through them. I do try to use my fuzz cloth to dry a lot. That way I'm not going through so many paper towels. But then your fuzz cloth gets dirty. You know, it's a whole thing. All right, let's just throw this on here. Looks good. Okay. Let's close this up. You miss your dogs? That's what I did. One big, yeah. And I have it as a subscription on Amazon. So I do have that. So it just gets, you have to clean your transfers so they don't get messed up. Yeah, you do need to clean them. A lot of times I wait till the end of my life to clean them. So don't feel like you have to clean them immediately. It just makes it easier when they are wet. But I will tell you, taking them to the sink and cleaning them is a lot easier than cleaning them the way that I am. You can get the transfers a lot cleaner in the sink than the way that I do it. Yeah, you just clean it with water and this board eraser, this sponge looking thing that I've had probably for 3 months, that I need to rinse out. And these come in a pack of 2, and these do last a long time. I use these obviously every day, but if you're not crafting every day, it'll last you a lot longer. All right, let's make sure this is dry. Let me kind of clean up my area, and let's see what we think now. Okay. Oh yeah, I think that looks a million times better. What do y'all think? Do we like that? I like that way more than what it was before. Yes, okay. So then we're gonna cut these down, possibly. Just use your imagination. We're gonna, if we use these, we're gonna cut it down so it's not so much green. But then I was thinking, like this. And then a little bow on his neck. What do y'all think? It's kind of the idea that I was going with. I love the greenery. Yeah. It needed something more than just the flowers, in my opinion. So this greenery I got off of Amazon. It is linked in my Amazon storefront. But I'm just going to cut it down. I'm going to start with it a little bit bigger. And then if we want to make it smaller, we totally can. I just want, yeah. Sounds good. Y'all are awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know this has been a longer live than usual. Ooh, I think I like that. Do we like that? Yes, I like that. All right. So let's turn this around. Yes. Y'all, I swear. I've probably gone through like 50 baby wipes in this live. All right, so we're just gonna hot glue. Okay. We're just gonna use some hot glue just because it dries quicker. Thanks, y'all. I definitely tried. Sometimes they don't always turn out the way that I want them to. Let's see. It might be. There we go. I don't know. Do we think that's too long? Thank you. Y'all are so sweet. Okay, we're just gonna go with it. The greenery might be too long, but it's kind of hard to tell. Ooh. It's kind of hard to tell right now. So, no, you like it. Okay. Let's go ahead and glue our lamb down. So, this is the thing. This is a chalkable shape. So, I'm hot gluing this to my door tag. If you're going to hot glue it, you cannot, it's going to be really difficult to take it off. So if you want to reuse the lamb cutout, I would use glue dots to attach the cutout to your door tag. Okay. But if you're okay with gluing your lamb to your door tag, go right for it. All right. Now these are Sola wood flowers. I love these, but they are difficult to glue. They really are. It drives me nuts. At least for me. You know, but you gotta be smarter than the flowers. All right. I'm gonna glue these like so. You're welcome. Yes, both sides are chalkable, but remember the lamb, it's going to be reversed. So you could still do it. You would just have to put the transfer sticky side up. I don't know if that makes sense. Ooh, y'all, this is cute. I'm loving this. She cute. Thank you. I don't know if that was the order counter or the Facebook follow, but thank you. Y'all, look how cute this is. If you really have that much difficulty gluing those on, what I've done is to take a felt and attach it to the back of the flower. Ooh, that's a great idea, Melissa. I love that idea. I want to do a cup for the ink. Can I use any type of cup? Yes, Miss Dolores. I would just make sure that the cup can be heat set because your ink does have to be heat set. It does have to be heat set if you want it to be permanent. So, and if you do like a Yeti, like a powder coated, if you do like a Yeti with a powder coated, I would not do that in your oven because that gives off fumes, like toxins, I guess. Okay, let's see if we like this. Thanks, y'all. I know it was a little bit longer of a live. I agree, Miss Tracy. I absolutely agree. I know it was a little bit longer of a live, but I think this project turned out really, really cute. Of course, and I don't get it centered. It drives me nuts that okay. Bow or no bow? All it needs is a little bell. I know. I don't have a bell small enough. I don't have a bell small enough, but a bell would be super cute. That's okay, Miss Leona. I appreciate you just popping on. Love the greenery. Do we like the bow? Bow or no bow? Bow. Miss Sharon is like, girl, do the bow. Bow. Okay. And I'm not going to cut the tails. I'm going to leave it the way that it is. Oh, look how cute. And we're going to let the jute show. I know, I don't have a blue button. That's something I need help with. I can only find black and white buttons on Amazon. I cannot find like colored buttons. What do y'all think? The bow looks too big. I like the size of the bow, personally. But if you think the bow looks too big, do a different size bow. I like the bow. I love this. Y'all, this is so stinking cute. So you could totally add a ribbon hanger, like just thread the ribbon through the hole at the top and you can hang it. But I am what Walmart, oh, they do? Okay. Try Dollar Tree. Okay. Go to thrift stores. Ooh, they do. Okay. Walmart has jars of buttons. Okay, y'all just giving me all the ideas. But here's our project. Y'all, I think this turned out so beautiful. I love this. What do y'all think? Give me some hearts if you're loving this project. So comment the word lamb, A-L-M-B, and I'll send you the supply list. Thank you, Miss Sue. I'll send you the supply list for everything that I used. But do y'all want this as a kit? I don't know if it's, I don't know. Y'all tell me if y'all want a kit. And I'm going to pick a winner here in just 1 second. But I love how this turned out. This turned out really, really, really pretty. Like better than what I was expecting. Way better. Love what you did. Thank you, Miss Leona. You can't cut buttons. Oh, I can, Miss Melissa. But sometimes I like the look of a real button. I can totally cut buttons on my machine. Oh, y'all, I just broke that. But I like the look of a real button. Thank you. Thanks, Miss Rose. All right, let's pick a winner. So hit that heart button and comment, because we are going to pick a winner from the comments. Thank you, Miss Sharon. If you want to sign up to be a Perks member and save 30% off of all the chalk stuff that I used, go sign up. It's linked in the message when you comment the word lamb. I'm really close to hitting my goal for Perks members. So, thanks, Melissa. All right, let's pick a winner. Thanks, Miss Sue. Now, I can't take credit for this idea. This came from Design Studio, from another designer. I kind of just went off of what her. Yay, Miss Trudy. I hope you do. You are going to love it. All right, here we go. Let's pick a winner. 1, 2, 3. Miss Melissa Holt. Thanks, Rose. Melissa Holt, are you here? Yes, Miss Michelle. And Michelle, if you have questions about Perks, just send me a message. I'll have my phone on me, so I'm happy to answer any questions. There you go, Miss Melissa. Melissa, you are the winner of our mystery cutout, one of our 3 winners of the mystery cutout. So if you did win a mystery cutout tonight, please send a message to the page or to me, just saying like, hey, I won, and give me your mailing address. So that way I have your address, and then I will send out your mystery cutout on Friday. Okay. Y'all have a great night. I am obsessed with how this turned out. So pretty. But I'll be back on tomorrow. But thanks for hanging out with me. I know it was a long one, but I appreciate all of y'all. I couldn't be here without y'all. So have a great night, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.